Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For support of Oracle cards, I am using Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle cards. And in the back it says who created them. But if you look up Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle cards online, you will easily find them. What is the name anyway? Danielle Deschennes. Illustrated by Jenna Della. That's why I keep showing it. I can't even get close to saying that name right. I want this actually. All right, so I think we're gonna do like a version of the 5-card spread. Alright, so the 5-card spread, which I'm not sure why we need to, but we are, it's usually saying what's going on, how things are being handled, and what they advise to change circumstances. Now, you're coming into the wheel. You got the wheel at the top, which is telling me this is like the spirit connection, because this has kind of got the star feel here. And I think, let's see. This is earth, fire, this is water. Okay. You got a change happening. The wheel is turning, but it's not guaranteed it's going to go in your favor. So this hopefully will help things more turn to your favor, because it's kind of like the wheel is wobbling. It can go your way, it can go against you. It just depends on a couple quick movements on your part. So you got the wheel here waiting for you. And they're saying at the top here, this is face down, which I feel like one of the reasons they're face down is like it's not pertinent till that moment comes forward. So when the wheel starts turning, they're like, don't look at it like it's a simple left or right situation. There's a lot more layers to this. There's a lot, it's like an onion, you know, for the stereotypical analogy. There's a lot of layers going on here. There's a lot going on. They're saying it's not simple. Even if it looks simple, they're saying it's really not. It's not simple. It's not going to be easily tackled. Realize there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of moving parts is what I'm getting. So see it for what it is and just accept that this is definitely going to be complicated. It's not going to be just an easy, that's what we do when we're good. It's going to be complicated. It's going to drag out. It's going to go on. So that's another reason why you want to be very careful about how you handle this. It's going to drag on, and it's quite complicated. Now, when we're going into water, okay. Now, water and fire, that's an interesting connection. Sometimes, well, you know, water and fire. It's a lot of passion, a lot of emotion. I got Pisces, Aries going on with me, so I got water, fire going on. I think it works well, but stereotypically not really. So, the High Priestess of Air, not air, that's fire. That is definitely fire. There's a lot of passion driving this forward, and I feel like this is externally, but the actual wheel, like the actual thing that's kicking the emotion into gear, there's a lot of passion about something that's going really poorly. The Ten of Swords with the High Priestess of Fire in the water spot. Water is emotion, sometimes love, but emotion. Like emotions are very, like people are extremely upset. Something is going extremely wrong, and there's a lot of energy coming towards it to put it in perspective quickly. Fix it fast. This is what's coming in with the wheel. Fix it fast. We're not happy. This is not right. We do not like this. Get in there. Fix it quick. Fix it fast. Now, I'm immediately going over to fire, actually. What do you have for fire? Beauty. Now, it's not just you this is affecting. That's the first thing I'm hitting when I'm picking this card up. It's not just you this is affecting, but everybody wants it just to be okay. Just fix it. Just get it taken care of just so we can move on from it. Just make it nice, make it look pretty so we can just get away from it. Because we don't want to deal with it. We just want to fix it. We just want to make it look nice. We just kind of want to make it look nice so we can get away from it. It's kind of what I'm feeling here. So be aware of that. That's a problem. That's not, I don't like this. We want to make it look nice so we can get away from it. That seems to be a problem. The other one I'm connecting with is Earth. Like, everybody wants to walk away and do their own thing. They don't I feel like this is going to need a more of a community effort, but people don't seem to want to come together in the sense of like, let's all agree together. They might come together, but like, let's come together and do it my way attitude. A lot of people might have that, like, let's come together, but then we're going to do it my way. And there's more than one person who wants to do it their way. That's a conflict. So what's connecting these two cards is the shadow side card, which is reminiscent of the devil. This is a problem. This is a big reason why I'm seeing this as a problem, because the shadow side card is right between the two. Wanting it just to look pretty and everybody wanting to do it their own way. This is conflict. This is not working out. This is people kind of like, I feel like this, for example, if you're planning a dinner and people are all going to bring something to this dinner, but nobody's talking to anybody else, and you end up with like 3 desserts and some nachos and maybe, you know, some breadsticks. Like, this was supposed to be a dinner. You got 3 desserts, some nachos, and breadsticks. Like, this isn't working out. This did not happen. Like, there really is no actual dinner. There's a bunch of dessert, there's some appetizers, but there's no actual food. And by the way, who brought something to drink? And did anybody bring plates? Because we seem to be low on plates and utensils. Like, everybody's going their own way, doing what they want to do, but nobody's working together. So it's like there's a big open spot. There's a big hole here. Like, things not being done, things not being taken care of. But basically, people want to do it their own way. They just want to like pacify it, make it look good, and move on. So it's falling very, very short is what I'm getting. So be careful of that. One of the things, I think this is obvious, especially when Taurus comes in, I feel like Taurus would be naturally see this. There has to be some organization. Somebody has to be the point person and say, all right, we have 5 people. We're not going to be able to do just 5 things, like one person. Everybody's going to have to bring 2 things. You can't just all bring one thing for one. And then we're going to have to like divide it out. Like somebody... We're going to need this many desserts, this many appetizers, and this many main dishes. Like we need 2 main dishes, we need 3 vegetables, and maybe 2 starches. Let's do that, and then we'll fill in like we'll do like somebody brings drinks, somebody brings a dessert, and somebody brings an appetizer, or like somebody brings the utensils. Like, somebody has to organize this, and unfortunately, it's probably going to be you, or you're going to have to delegate somebody to do it, is what I'm getting. If it's not done, this is going to be a bigger mess than you think. Now, when you're coming over to air, they're talking with this. Air is usually communication and thought. You got the 2 of Pentacles. And I feel like this is something like people are trying to just kind of work it out. But the thing is, they really need to come in together and agree. I'm getting playful, but I don't know if I like it, to tell you the truth. Because I feel like it can be a nice thing. It can be a good thing. But I also feel I don't feel good about the playful attitude here. Because I feel like that's playing into the fire feel with the beauty. I don't really like how that feels, quite frankly. I'm feeling like if it's handled too playfully, more things fall through the cracks. I'm not saying everything has to be very rigid, but I'm seeing like if it's handled too playfully, people aren't going to take things seriously and just kind of do what they want. Just like, oh, I guess I could do that, but I'd rather do this, so maybe I'll just do what I want. Nobody seems to be worried about it anyway. Be careful not to let it become too playful is what I'm getting. Because this is face down, but they're saying the attitude is a little bit too playful with communication. And sometimes if you have very playful communication and it's a little jokey, it makes the lines really fuzzy about what really is meant, what really needs to happen. It needs to be more defined. There needs to be more direct communication. Because people are kind of like balancing out, should I do this, should I do that? You know, having more of a playful attitude. Maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that. Maybes are a bad thing in this situation too, because it needs to be more defined and more on the level, like this is what you're going to do, this is what you're going to do, this is what you're going to do. And I'm even getting, if we're going back to, for example, creating a dinner and everybody's going to bring something, the 3 people bringing main dishes, they need to be in contact with each other. What are they bringing? And they also have to be in contact with the people bringing in the supporting dishes, the side dishes, to make sure everything does copacetically work. You don't want 3 people bringing 3 different ham dishes. You know what I mean? And the people bringing the vegetables, if everybody brings a green bean salad or whatever, like, what good is that? It's just you're going to have an overload. It's still not going to work. Everybody has to keep in contact with each other everybody has to see how everything is working together. You know what I mean? It has to keep contact. It has to be defined contact. People need to know what each other are doing. And if it's too playful, it's going to be a problem. It's just not going to work out that well. So if we keep going forward, the middle, I feel like this is going to be your result. Okay. Flip it. So you got confidence, which I love this card. I think that lady is so beautiful. I just love her attitude. I love her flowy hair. I think she's so beautiful. I think she's awesome. I really do. And what they're saying is, let it get a little messy. Like if people don't like how rigid it is, or people don't like that everything seems to be overly defined, and all this other stuff, let it be. Let it be in the sense of like keep going and let them have their attitude, but just keep moving forward, keep everything in line, keep everybody connected and everybody communicating, because when you make it here, that's when you're going to get the beauty. It may seem like it was a rough road to get there. Like this person, this lady, she's gone through life. She's gone through some challenges. But you know what? She worked through those challenges, and now she has this beautiful horse, and she's beautiful. I think she's beautiful. I think she has beautiful white hair. You know what I mean? She made it to this point because she worked for it. She had to go through a lot of challenges to get there, but the outcome was worth it. The outcome will be worth it. You don't want to go through this and just let things go haphazardly and end up with like just like upside down would be like this is just a very decrepit, unhappy, bitter feel. If you put in this effort, and I feel like it's probably up to you because it's coming in for Taurus. If you keep it, a little bit more defined, it may be considered a little bit rigid, but maybe not to you, but maybe to the other people around you. Let them feel that way because the end result will be worth it and everybody will be happy at the end result. It will be a worthwhile endeavor. Again, it's coming in very quickly. I feel like the way it's coming in, people just kind of want to handle it. They don't like it. They just want to get it taken care of. The thing is, somebody has to keep the things aligned so that things make sense, so the end goal will actually be something worth having and not just a haphazard mess that just, why do we even bother type feel. I think we're good. I think it's all there. All right, so I'm going to let this be. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.